Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a short update video. The wheeze. I haven't been filming. I think I just checked, what does it say? March 7th was the last time I posted my video. And I had a very serious update at that point. I had just gotten out of my right heart catheterization, and immediate news after the right heart cath, because everybody's different and everybody's doctor is different. But for me, when I get out of the right heart cath, my doctor gives me an update immediately for what he found that day in that moment. And in that moment, he was like, we're looking at lung transplant clinic because the numbers of the heart pressure had gotten so immense so quickly. And so that was the last update that I gave you. Things have changed, and I don't want to say like, oh, things are positive, I'm not going to lung transplant clinic, because all of those things are still very tentative. We still don't, we're watching the body to see how it reacts. So I'm getting ahead of myself. So after the right heart cath, my doctor was like, you're gonna have to go into lung transplant clinic. That's what we're looking at right now with these numbers. And the reason my doctor made that decision at that time was because my blood pressure was already extremely low at the time, which means most likely at that point my body was not going to do well with more intense Remodulin treatment, because it drops blood pressure and thus, would be a bigger problem, right? So looking at the numbers, looking at the data in that moment, that was the best decision at the time. And I love that my doctor is very straightforward and honest with me. And that's all I ever asked for him. I don't care if the truth is ugly. I'd rather have the truth than a lie. That's just the way I've always been. So for me, it wasn't scary. It's sad. It was sad. It's sad. I'm still sad, but it's the best decision for me. Since that right heart cath, I have undergone another MRI heart test and closely monitoring everything. And here's the deal. I am on a clinical trial medication. You do a clinical trial period where you could be on a placebo or you could be receiving medication. And then after your 6-month, trial period, you then get to, as a reward, receive the real drug. So I am now currently on the real drug, and that's only been about a month or two, I believe. And so we do want to try to see if my body is going to respond to this new full dose medicine trial drug treatment. And we have to give the body time to see if it works, I guess is a way of saying it. That, meanwhile, immediately aggressively pushing Remodulin as much as the body can tolerate it. And again, I hit that again because everybody's different, and everybody's body responds different to their medications. And I have been pushing Remodulin titration very aggressively, and so that's why I look like this. But in my famous words, this is not a fucking fashion show, so you're getting me my favorite house shirt with, this is clean hair, so I'm very proud of my clean hair, because taking showers is hard, y'all, especially when you're titrating. So yes, right now I am, the body's responding, I guess is what I can say, because I don't want to say like I'm not going to transplant clinic because I possibly could be. I don't want to say I'm getting better because I don't know if I'm getting better. The heart failure blood test showed a little bit more heart failure. And like I said, all of these medications are working in tandem. We're changing medications, we're titrating things. We have to give the body time to respond. So I cannot sit here and say, I'm doing better, I'm doing this. You know, the thing is, we have to wait and see and be patient. And like I say to everybody, I just give it to God. I just put it in God's hands, and I have faith in my doctors. My doctor is so amazing, and I'm so glad that I get to be a part of his team. His nurses, my trial drug nurses, his nurses, they are just like an amazing team of people that get to help me try to navigate this journey through this very dark, scary forest. And they are just such educated, professional people that makes these very difficult experiences easier, I guess. Less scary, I guess. But I have released everything, released all control, and I just have faith, and I just say whatever will be, will be. And if that is transplant, that is transplant. If that is that I get to keep my lungs, I pray to God that I get to keep my lungs, right? So yes, titrating, this, what I'm doing now is titrating very hard, and the body is responding. My blood pressure is holding. And so we are praying that I get to titrate again, you know, more. I don't want to get too into how hard or how fast I'm titrating, because everybody's journey is different. And I don't ever want to set up expectations for somebody else because this is what I'm doing or whatever, because that's not how because that's not how pH treatment works. Everybody's on different medications, different oral pills, IV therapies, subcutaneous therapies. Some even have inhalant therapy. Yeah, so everything works different. Everybody's body's different. Everybody has different problems that the body can handle this, but not this. And so I appreciate everybody that has like reached out and is like, has your doctor tried this? Has your doctor tried this? Because they're just trying to share information, because the pH world can be very scary. But I assure you guys, I am working with one of the best doctors in my state, and I am just so, I have so much faith in the process. And yeah, so that's how everything's going for me. That's my update, I would say. Everything is still tentative. Everything is still a delicate dance moving forward. We are delicately dancing through the very dark forest right now, and we're just walking in faith. There's no other way to say that. Like, I just feel that way very much so. And that's all that's new for that. But in another sense, my insurance did deny my Letairis medication. Again, I have dealt with this previously, and I will link that video down below where they stopped paying for my Letairis medication. I already had trouble with this medication before. But again, okay, sorry guys. My battery died, and then I only have one battery. So then I had to put it in the charger and wait for it to charge, and then oh, the wheeze. Wait for it to charge back up, and now I put it back in the camera, so I'm kind of like, where did I leave off? I think I left off saying, yes, I was having trouble getting my Letairis medication with my insurance, but my doctor and his nurses worked with the insurance company, and they filed for like an appeal, and they went through a whole big process to get my medication for me. In the meantime, I was like scrambling, and my pharmacy, my specialty pharmacy, sent me like an emergency 7 days so that I could keep taking the medication. And there was actually like an overlap of like 3 days where I was basically using medication that I like hoard on my own. So it was very scary time there for a second, and that's also been a massive thing going on with me that has made me very focused on trying to get my medicines and not making videos. But the titration is difficult. So the nausea, the headaches, the body pain, it's been immense. And I just changed my Remodulin again and upped it again. So by tomorrow morning, I will feel stiff as a board and in so much pain physically. And that happens when you're titrating the Remodulin. It's almost like an arthritis feeling in the joints and the feet and the ankles. And it's weird. Some days you have pain in your hips, and some days you have pain in your neck and your back neck area. Some days it's more like your ankles and your toes. And so it just depends on the day. But I am doing very well with the support of my family and my kids and my mom, and I'm just so appreciative to everybody that helps me, and even my in-laws. They are so sweet and kind, and everybody's been praying for my health, and I've been praying my heart out. We pray all the time, and so that's where I'm at, and that's what I've been up to, and that's what I'm gonna keep being up to. I've been very housebound lately, so like I haven't left the house, I don't know, at all. So I've just been in here, and I'm not doing a lot of moving around. I'm just letting the body rest and allowing the body to titrate to the medication, and I'm just hoping that it works well. And I don't want to push the body, and I can't even squat down. I'm not supposed to be squatting down or bending down or doing all these things. And so yes, doing my best, and that's all I really have for updates. I am hoping and praying that you guys are doing well, and that your health is doing well, and anybody that's out there, just praying for everybody's health and happiness. And that is my only, thing that I enjoy waking up every day. I watch my bird feeder, and that my friend here had mentioned, there's a video about that too. I watch my bird feeder, I talk to my children, I talk to my pets and my husband and my mom, and yes, just those deep, meaningful relationships of honesty and authenticity is what really helps me get through. And I cannot express that enough, is honesty and authenticity. If you're dealing with something painful, if you're dealing with something health-wise, do not look away from it, because you will only hurt yourself in the long run. Be honest with yourself. Try your best to deal with the problem, or if you're not ready to deal with the problem, acknowledging it is the best thing, and putting it on a to-do list. So that's pretty much my video for today. I am always wishing you positive energy. I live every day with positive energy. I'm your PH friend from Texas, and I will see you in the next video.